Hi, my name is Liudas Butkus, and in this episode of What to Hodl, I want to do a review of an upcoming ICO called XIO Network. What they want to create is a blockchain that's built for a single purpose, and this is to provide location data. Now, why can't we use regular GPS monitoring? Well, because they cannot be fully trusted. The data from a single GPS device can be tampered to one person's needs. It can be hacked, stolen, and compromised. So XIO network will be creating a network of GPS devices, and through different algorithms, they will provide a certain certainty that the data that they provide is accurate. So if you give a query to the network for a specific object, and it will bring out the results of the coordinates where it is, and it will also give a score of the accuracy from 0 to 100, 100 being that it's 100% sure that this object is in this location, and 0 meaning that some GPS device maybe is hacked or compromised and cannot be trusted. So they are building this network that will allow other blockchains to incorporate rules of location into their smart contracts. For example, right now, Ethereum smart contracts aren't really that smart. They can only take up data from their own blockchain, and they cannot use like other data from the outside world. So the XIO network will be able to uh, cured by other blockchains. So for example, uh, there's a very common problem that I think this will help to solve is, for example, if you buy something on eBay, something from Chinese, and they uh, usually have problems with sending stuff. So you buy something and you're waiting, and now the time comes for you to give out a dispute because the item did not arrive, but the seller says he did send it, and usually they send it a second time, and then your first item arrives, and then the second arrives again. So this is a problem because they don't really know at what stage is the product. Is it still in the customs? Is it arriving at your place already? Should you just wait one more day to get your product and stuff like that? So with the XIO network, it can be solved like this. You can have tracking on your package, probably only on some more expensive packages. Maybe in the future, if it goes really cheap, it can be done for most of the stuff, but let's say for a more expensive stuff. So the package has been sent and the seller knows where it is, and the person is not getting it. So 30 days has passed, it's somewhere stuck, the seller knows where it is, he says it is at the customs, you will need to wait a few more days. Okay, and they are not saying they don't need to send another item because it's not lost. Also, the buyer on the smart contract, he can um, say that he will only pay once the item arrives. So there's no disputes needed, no problems occur, maybe just delays, but overall it saves up money for the sellers, and overall everyone can see where the item is, and it's just a matter of time. They have a lot of more case studies written out in the documents that I will go through quickly, but overall use cases. So also overall, this is the idea that you can track any item, and that solves a lot of business problems. And uh, of course, we could probably use regular GPS systems, but the XIO network gives the data that is untampered and can, that is secure and is much more reliable, which is really needed for businesses. So this is the overall idea, and now I will go through other details. So let's go through some more use cases. So I already talked about the e-commerce. This can really be huge if businesses adopt this technology and start using it in medical care and hospitals. Medical errors are the third leading cause of death in the United States, according to a study released by. Many of these preventable deaths are a result of operational or record-keeping errors, including adverse drug interactions, improper medical records. By tying the XIO network into the operational frameworks that are already in place, care providers can significantly reduce failures in communication and record keeping that result in patient injury and death. Okay, this is interesting. How are they going to use that? Rental car agencies, I think that's pretty obvious. Commercial airline luggage logistics, that's again very easy to track. You just have some tracker on your luggage and you can see where it is at. Insurance agencies, yeah, that's pretty common sense as well. National security agencies, drone package delivery systems, autonomous self-driving vehicles, even gaming. That's not too obvious for me. High value diamond and rare stones. Okay, on high value items you can do GPS tracking from theft, security from theft and stuff like that. So actually the use cases are only limited to your imagination. But yeah, it can definitely be used for a lot of stuff. Um, Also, I would recommend to read the white paper. It's a pretty short one, but they have a lot of other documents. The red paper, uh, that's basically a longer disclaimer. The green paper that talks all about the business stuff, the ICO. Pitch deck is a detailed outline of the XIO network technology, a technical one-pager, and executive summary. So they have all the documents ready, and this sounds very serious where other projects only have a short white paper and that's all. So they are very well prepared for this, and I like that a lot. So what else is very positive about this project is that they already have a running company, and that company has over 1 million location verifying beacons. So different GPS and Bluetooth devices uh, that are already in their network that they can use for this project to create this blockchain that will be providing these location queries. So they basically already have the foundation and the team, the project, the business over here. You can read more about it. On LinkedIn, it says it has 49 employees, and basically they are launching like another branch, which will be the XIO network and the XIO blockchain. So the team is quite good. I looked through their LinkedIn's where they were working at, and they mostly had some really high positions in the companies, not too much in very well-known companies, but overall the team seems quite good, and obviously they already have a working business. Uh, they already know what they're doing, so that's really good. From the advisor side, not I'm not really familiar with most of them. Tom Kaiser from Augur, which is a blockchain project. Uh, Overall, that's that for the team. And next, I want to also go through the roadmap, which is pretty good because it talks about what they have already done and what's coming, which is coming quite quickly. So XI has been building towards an open world of location verification since 2012 by launching a successful Bluetooth/GPS consumer business critical to understanding and building a real-world location network. Today, XI has over 1 million beacons across the world. So, as I already mentioned, they have the foundation laid down. So, what has already been done in 2017? XI releases groundbreaking GPS tracking device, the XY GPS. It's the first hybrid GPS and Bluetooth technology enabled device. It is able to report its location anywhere in the world, where cellular and GPS data is available. XY released the XY4 Plus device, which makes it capable of operating as an XIO network node via firmware update. So once they launch the token and the blockchain, they will just need to install the software on these devices. XY crosses the 1 million beacon mark. XY blockchain-based Oracle network is born. Development of moving in the internal XY location network platform to an open blockchain implementation begins. The XY Oracle network is born. So 2018, this is what's going to happen. XY mints the first XIO token to be used for smart contracts to access the XYO network. The first XYO token is created and represents the official currency to be used throughout the entire XYO network. So in other words, this is the ICO event. XY to complete XIO on test network, the XIO testnet. So the testnet will be ready in Q1 and Q2, then Q3 and Q4 of 2018. XY to launch XY Oracle main network. The mainnet will be launched in either the third or the fourth quarter. So it's going to be quite fast development. XY will issue a complete rollout of the XY Oracle network to XY, its Sentinel beacons, and start tests with new Sentinel partners, specifically IoT companies and mobile app developers. So even though they have 1 million beacons already, they will also partner up with other companies to even to widen the network even more. XI to complete API for smart contract developers to interact with the XI Oracle network. So again, this is in Q3 and Q4. So the mainnet will be launched and then it will be available for other blockchains to use it in their smart contracts. So if someone coding on Ethereum can then start writing smart contracts that require GPS data and contact the XYO network. XY to release XY sticker-based trackers, which can be added to e-commerce packages. So they are also going for those hardware devices, and these stickers can definitely be very popular for e-commerce, and I think they could probably even be used in other spaces as well. So this is quite huge in my opinion. Down to 2019, XY to grow global network of diversified location sentinel devices. So just general statements. XY to launch Satoshi XY and Vitalik XY LEO satellite sentinels. That's interesting. Stakes will be sold in the XIO network's low Earth orbit satellites. Stakes represent ownership in the piece of the XIO token rewards. That's something. XY to onboard larger businesses, organizations, and retail companies that have use cases for location verification. So again, just growing the business. And what are the plans? XY to expand global reach of entire XI Oracle network. So yeah, that's that. Let's get back to the first page. So if you want to participate in the ICO, you need to get whitelisted, and the ICO will start basically in 7 days. Only 1 hour has passed. So when the video is live, there will probably be only 6 or less days left to participate in the sale until the sale starts. And yeah, the tokenomics, I think they were over here. So the token sale process, engineering and R&D, how much percentage is it going to be sold to the general public? Okay, it's quite confusing over here. Supporting basically what they will get. Okay, so you would need to read the green paper for more details on the token, but that's overall it about this project. What it does, it's a blockchain that provides secure, reliable data of location. It can be used by other blockchains to get that data in their smart contracts. They have a running business already. They have a network of 1 billion location beacons. And what else do you need? Well, this is definitely a unique idea, and an idea that's definitely going to be used once launched, and the roadmap is quite fast as well. So I'm really positive about this project, and it really seems that it's going to be a very good one. So this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about it, just leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video.